Here are the latest numbers for the St. Joseph chapter provided by KCRAR and Heartland MLS. These are the stats from December of 2023. Just by looking at the graphic, you can tell that the housing market is experiencing a favorable upswing. Almost every stat category indicates a positive upturn. These numbers are compared to this time 1 year ago. The average sales price in December was up 3.1% to just over $211,000. As I mentioned before, home price growth will continue to increase. It may just do so at a slower pace as we continue to normalize. And then pending sales and closed sales are both up in December from 2022. That's good news going into this new year. And in 2023, that year as a whole, sales compared to 2022 were down, but that's when we had record numbers and those really good interest rates. So it looks as though we might be on our way back to a healthy market in 2024, and that's the positive news. So if you look at the days on market, it shows it's down over 21%, which actually is a really positive indicator because this time last year, the average days on market was at 37. These numbers have sort of flip-flopped from the previous year because for most of 2023, we had a days on market that averaged in the upper 30s, and then coming off that record year in 22, where the average days on market was at 29, just as it has been recently. So then you have total inventory, which is down, but it's just down slightly. And given the years in comparison, I think that's positive that we were so close to those numbers that we had in 2022 when it was so competitive. It might look a bit confusing to have total inventory down, but the months of supply up. But that's just due to the number of sales that we are experiencing now as opposed to in 2022 when the market was really good. So, and that's just a direct result of those interest rates. And it's great to have that change in supply be in the positive direction, but 1.9 months of supply is still extremely low. And then lastly, percentage of sales price received, or the percentage of the original list price that sellers are receiving, is at 95%. And that change is only down 1% from last year when it ended at 96. So with sales price still on the rise, it's still an extremely good time for sellers to get very favorable terms. Receiving 95% of what you initially list your house for is a pretty impressive number and something that I think that most sellers would be happy with. But to be honest, I feel like that number is brought down by listings that started out way overpriced. We're still trying to ride that 22 market and then had to continually lower to get to their final sales price. Because if you have a nice property, priced fairly and marketed properly with the right agent, there's still a high chance you can receive extremely favorable offerings with his inventory as low as it is. So that is your market update for December of 2023. Here are the latest